Q.
My nigga Trick popped up. You know, it was all good.
Yeah, we got to get Trick on the show. You know, speaking of homies, we got the homegirls up here tonight, man, from We Talk Back. And I'm going to give y'all a warning in advance. They talk a lot of shit, man. They talk a whole lot of shit.
We some Southern Bells. We don't talk too much shit.
That's why y'all from South Carolina.
One half.
Correct.
Yeah, they from South Carolina, and the homegirl got her light all dark and stuff.
I know. I'm back.
You back? What you turning off the lights and shit for?
No, I was trying to plug my cell phone up to the same power source as I got the camera, the light plugged up to. Mm-hmm.
That Obama?
I know you ain't talking about equipment.
Ain't
no way.
My shit good over here now. My shit working right. Hey, so we gonna talk a little bit about music. We gonna talk about a little bit of music. I know ain't none of y'all heard the Missionary album yet. Have y'all Snoop and Dre's album?
We have not.
Y'all ain't listened to it yet?
Unfortunately,
it's in the queue.
That's a bad sign. So y'all ain't checking for it. You know, Snoop and Dre. Usually when Snoop and Dre put out some shit, it's an event. Like everybody on that shit. I heard the album. I'm going to tell you like this. I don't have a bad opinion of it. I thought it was very well produced and put together. It just didn't really sound like a Snoop Dogg and Dre album. You know, after them coming from what they usually do, like with the Chronic and all that other stuff, usually when they collaborate, it's a celebration. It's a gangster party, you know? I just didn't hear that this one. But at the same token, it wasn't bad, though. It wasn't a bad album. It just didn't sound like a Snoop and Dre album.
What was the content? Like, what was it that made it nice?
You know what? He had stuff with Sting on there. He had a whole bunch of other people on there. It was just, I'm trying to find the best way to describe it.
Pop music.
Yeah, it was kind of poppy. He had a few cool joints on there, but it was kind of poppy. And again, it wasn't bad though. It's music sounded good. You know, whenever Dre do some shit, it's immaculate.
So when's the last time they actually dropped the album? Was it the Chronic? Not the Chronic, but the Dre and Snoop. When was what's the last album they had?
You know what? Officially, it might have been the Chronic. I know the Chronic 2001 was Dre's shit, and Snoop was on there on some songs, but it really wasn't a collab like that. You know, I would say the last one was probably Doggystyle. Wouldn't you say so, Eiht?
Yeah, and I would say a little bit of the Chronic 2001. Snoop was on a few songs on there. So, but with the generation and you know what's going on, it's kind of hard for experienced artists like myself and the younger generation don't want to hear us talking about, you know, socking niggas up or, you know, the drug deal or, you know, fuck your mama and shit like that, because they look at us as past the torch now. So you have to switch it up, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess you're trying to appease a mature audience now. You know what I'm saying? They're putting on the record when you was 21 to 25. You get me? You can talk all that hood shit. And even though my nigga Snoop gonna still cuz you and let you know where he from, the music, I guess, has to be more mature.
Age appropriate.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because a young nigga at 15 to 20 don't want to hear a 50-year-old talk about slanging on the corner and busting at niggas. You hear me? Like, goddamn, how many times you gonna shoot a nigga, my nigga? You shoot niggas for 30 years and shit. Everybody should be dead around this motherfucker.
Hell yeah, 30 years of dumping on niggas, man. And that's why I was real careful to come out like, oh, I don't like it, I hate it, because it was put together real well. It was a good, like if that album would have been Kid Cudi shit or somebody that's in that lane, it would have been the shit. But it's just not what even though Snoop, like Eiht said, I'm gonna reiterate what he said, they OGs, don't nobody want to go through no drastic changes, man. It's like when a motherfucker go to Taco Bell, even though we know Taco Bell ain't the best food in the world, when you go there, you ain't trying to get no chicken sandwich from that motherfucker.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
I feel like Snoop already had like some songs like that though, like Sexual Seduction. Like he's been like transitioning into whatever
he was,
it is. Like
Nigga got
was in the
multiple
transition.
lanes.
He was in
Yeah.
the transition point,
Mhm.
but those old school solid fans wasn't ready to give him that yet.
Right.
Because shit, I even thought like, damn, my nigga, what's going on? But he was already in vision of, I got to transition. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the niggas might not like this motherfucker, but the females gonna jump all over it.
It's not even the females, it's the white people. Like, it's who's buying the music.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
but you know what? With this
Like,
one,
you
they
gotta
did
target the market.
36,000, which in this climate, it ain't bad. But I know Dre probably was expecting more. You feel what I'm saying? Like Dre, the problem is, y'all, Dre is fighting against his own election. That got to be a motherfucker, dog. You know, everything he do pretty much is like the shit. And this event, and if people ain't hooping and hollering over it, he feel like it's a failure.
Yeah.
well, I don't. You got to understand, it's a difference between the artist and the producer. You get me? Dre's known for some spectacular tracks. You get me? And the older you get, it don't mess with your motherfucking your intensity for making music. You get me? But again, we're not hearing those usual Dre cuts on Mission. You get me? We're hearing advancement in production and expertise and all of that. But when it comes down to it, you're not hearing no core Dr. Dre. You're hearing the transition of musically growing. You get me? I don't have to do boom, kick, boom, kick. Nigga, I'm gonna add in a motherfucking violin and a harmonicist and all whatever. The growth you have. The beat making, you can still pull that next episode beats or those G-Thang beats. You get me? Niggas can write about anything, but you still don't have to lose the core of the identity of what niggas poured over you for. You get me? Because it's just motherfuckers is just hardcore when it comes to it. You feel me? As fans, niggas don't want to hear certain shit. They the same pattern.
Y'all don't think they could have dropped Still Dre on next episode right now and that shit would go platinum? I think
Hell
so.
yeah, I think it would have worked.
Yeah.
And that's why I
said
said
drop that type of music. That was
that's why I said it's really the musical transition. You feel me? Because like you said, they could drop that shit right now and it'll probably go double platinum real quick. But because my ears are listening to something on a few songs that I know Drake can produce for Sting. I know he can produce for Mary J. Blige, then turn around and produce for Ice Cube or Jay-Z. You feel me? But it's I don't want to probably hear that when I'm looking for a Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre Missionary album. Because when you promote it like that, I'm looking for Doggystyle Part 2.
Right.
What time it is, 2024 or whatever.
And Snoop said he didn't write no raps on there either, bro. And I think that's part of the disconnect right there, because I'm pretty sure whoever was in there, man, Dre probably got a bunch of young cats around him that don't really know Snoop's legacy. You feel what I'm saying? And it's very possible, because I've talked to young cats before, and they, when you tell somebody, hey, you mess with Quick or you mess with Cube, they think Cube is just an actor, bro, and they don't even know who Quick is nowadays. You feel me? So, and Snoop, even though he's very iconic and one of the most recognizable hip-hop artists on the planet, if not the most recognizable hip-hop artist on the planet, it didn't sound like Snoop Dogg. It wasn't bad, but it just didn't sound like Snoop and Dre. Again, people don't go to Taco Bell to get chicken sandwiches. Just imagine Cheech and Chong coming out with a movie now, and they talking about they sober and going to Bible study. Ain't nobody going to watch that shit, because it ain't them. They want to see Cheech and Chong getting high and talking shit and getting into some mayhem and driving their van around and talking shit. But that's enough on that. It wasn't a bad album. I just don't think it was a Snoop album. I'm gonna tell you what is my shit though. That Fat Joe album is jamming like a motherfucker.
I honestly haven't heard it.
Yeah, check that out when you get a chance, man. Check that out. That Fat Joe shit is jamming. He got one with Ty Dolla $ign on it that's dope as hell. But
so what you like more about Fat Joe's album than the Missionary?
Well, Fat Joe put out a Fat Joe album.
What does that mean?
Huh?
What does that mean?
He stayed with his core on it. He doing his same shit. He got the songs on there for the females. He got the song talking about how he'll whoop your ass, how he'll plug your ass. Fat Joe still doing what he do. And he got songs on there talking about his history. It's adult shit on there to where he talking about shit he going through in his life. People want to hear progression, but people don't want a bunch of change. I'm going to tell y'all something. I was an A&R before. Mm-hmm. People want the same shit from you. They don't want you to take too much of a departure. You can give them a little bit of growth and experimentation, but they want the same shit from your ass. Look at Lil Jon. Lil Jon ran 3 summers with the same beat. Same shit.
Fat Joe need to just be Joe, though. He don't need to be Fat Joe no more.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Because you know he's skinny now. Fat Joe just did his thing. His album was dope. It sounded current, but he was still himself. You feel what I'm saying? He was still himself. It's like this. I tell Eiht all the time, he one of my favorite rappers. I love his shit. If I buy Eiht's album and I hear him doing shit with Duran and all, I'm like, Eiht, what the fuck is you doing, my nigga?
Yeah.
Like you left, and then it could be sounding incredible. It could be like, this shit is jamming. No, it might sound good, but that's not what I want for you. Again, my nigga, give me my burrito and my hard shell taco. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I want, my nigga, when I come to see you.
You don't want that shit dipped in some motherfucking salsa all over. So you just want it straight up plain like you want it.
Hell yeah, I want it plain. Give me like Lil Jon.
That's how I felt about Lil Wayne when he started putting a rock band in the back of his old songs. It kind of put me up. It's not the same. Don't nobody want to hear the rock music with Lil Wayne.
Right.
No, hell no. Especially from a nigga like Lil Wayne. And then when Lil Wayne started playing guitar, the problem with these dudes is they have too many yes men around them. Ain't nobody telling Lil Wayne, bro, that guitar don't sound good. You feel what I'm saying? You don't know how to play that shit. Stop doing that shit. It's Lil Wayne. Everybody go tell him it's a genius. You a genius. Same thing with Dre. Everybody in there, they so scared that he go kick him out the studio if they say, well, man, you know what, Dre, this shit is tight, but maybe we do it like this, my nigga. They scared Dre go tell him, man, you know who the fuck you talking to, nigga? I don't sold a gazillion records. Get the fuck out. You fired. Mm-hmm. And when really, in reality, I don't think Dre go come like that. Dre probably go appreciate that. Like, you know what? I got these cats here. Because I know if I was over there writing, I would be straight up. I would be like, hey, man, this don't sound like no Snoop album. Snoop need to be on there talking about backhanded motherfuckers, talking about sipping on his gin and juice. He and his lowrider, he creeping. Now, he could probably have a little song here and there about the presidential election or some shit like that to show his growth as an adult. But Snoop Dogg always got to be Snoop Dogg. Snoop put Crippin' on the Mac.
But that's not his brand anymore, though. That's not his brand. He's doing shows with Martha Stewart. He has cooked.
And that's cool. And
he was a home brand, not
a granddaddy.
Yeah.
Think about it like this, though, Tam.
Bitches no more.
What are you doing?
Snoop is the face of the Crippin'. He the face of the Crips. Snoop smoke weed wherever he want to. He already said he smoked weed in the White House. At this point, Snoop is not a regular man. Snoop is almost like a character. You feel what I'm saying? His character is Snoop Dogg. I do what the fuck I want to. I'm an outlaw. That's his thing. I smoke weed. I'm a Crip. I'm a gang bang on you. I'm a Crip walk. I'm a cousin nigga in a T-Mobile commercial. That's what he do.
But do you think he's above cancel culture? Because these white families and Target and all these brands, if he's talking about smacking bitches in the album, do you think he'll still have those type of opportunities for himself?
Man, that's Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. And I say that's probably one reason, because like you said, I'm fucking with corporate motherfuckers on a higher level, you know. With the record label, nigga, I can do what the fuck I want to. I'm not really, back in the days, we wasn't getting no motherfucking $1 billion endorsement contracts and all that shit. Nowadays, rap is everything. Hip hop is everything. And when they have, when you can do cooking shows with Martha Stewart, your Not So Harmful brand is going to go way up. And so if you can start doing sexual seductions instead of, bitch please and shit, it's going to bring a different motherfucking scale of corporate sponsorship on you.
I feel it. I feel it. And again,
do I want to go kill a nigga when I'm getting this check from T-Mobile? Do I want to go kill a nigga when I'm endorsing motherfucking get you a fireplace, nigga? This shit is hard. When I'm belling around in Skechers and shit, do I want to be having my foot up a bitch ass and be, in a pair of Skechers? You know what I'm saying? It might not work for them. So, Missionary has got to show, the growth side. Nigga, we're going to do a song with Sting. We're going to do a song with so-and-so, and, we'll put it out there like that. We ain't going to bring it too much, East Side or Dog Pound like we used to.
And the album, you know what, bro? Again, the album wasn't whack. Like, I can't, it's one thing. I heard a few cats that had their opinions. If a nigga ever say that Trey doing some shit that's garbage, first of all, it ain't nobody in hip hop that got the track record that man got.
Oh no, Snoop has continuously put out great music from the beginning of his career.
So you for sure can't be on no shit like when you talking about cats like Snoop Dogg and you talking about cats like Dre, they iconic in what they do.